What Ryan Reynolds, has seemingly done, right, is used his power and influence to not only help Blake Lively take over this movie.
Okay, who owns the production company? Who owns the next movie script? I am going to invest myself everywhere. I'm going to be doing your movie premiere. I'm going to be doing promos and making fun of you.
Ryan?
Yep.
You want to take a break?
From Blake? Sure.
Oh my God, have you heard? Ryan Reynolds just got booted from Marvel. 1 minute he's promoting Deadpool and Wolverine with his hilarious marketing stunts, and the next he's caught in a massive Hollywood scandal. Everyone's saying Disney and Marvel have cut him loose completely.
Are you going to sue Blake Lively too?
Into oblivion, Megan. Wait till you see this lawsuit.
Oh boy.
Let's be real. Disney and Reynolds have never seen eye to eye. Deadpool's R-rated humor clashes with Disney's family-friendly image, but this drama goes way deeper. According to insiders, Ryan wasn't just causing trouble on set, he was allegedly targeting Justin Baldoni, the director locked in that intense legal battle with Blake Lively. So what does Marvel do when their star starts getting too personal with the script? They step in hard. Ryan allegedly approached a WME executive and suggested they were working with a sexual predator. Social media absolutely erupted when these rumors hit. Fans split instantly. One side refused to believe it. Ryan is Deadpool. Marvel wouldn't throw away their cash cow over off-screen drama, right? But others weren't convinced. Disney's cut ties with big stars before Jonathan Majors anyone. With Ryan tangled in this Baldoni Lively it ends with us mess, some wonder if he finally crossed Marvel's line.
All agree that the moral crimes committed here by Ryan Reynolds against Justin Baldoni have amounted to high treason.
It gets messier. Standing in the middle is Ryan's friend Hugh Jackman. Fans are desperate to know, is Hugh backing Ryan? Distancing himself? What does he think about his buddy's scandal? And most importantly, is Ryan Reynolds really out of the MCU for good? Buckle up. This Hollywood scandal is just getting started.
No. It's not every day a guy gets to interview the love interest of his best friend's wife and the guy trying to replace Ryan as a husband and me as his best mate.
Holy shit.
Let's back up. If you've been online lately, you know about the explosive lawsuit between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, a drama that's turned Hollywood upside down. Lively's been on a mission to take Baldoni down with serious allegations of workplace misconduct during It Ends With Us. But here's the problem. There's no actual evidence. Baldoni's team fired back hard, exposing huge holes in her accusations and proving some claims, like that intimacy coordinator scandal, were completely fabricated.
Really want to be friends with you. Like, he literally tells Ryan he wants to be friends with you. And I can just see Ryan sitting there like, yes, this is exactly what I want, a puppy to kick in the mouth.
Blake couldn't orchestrate all this alone. She's an A-lister with Taylor Swift as her bestie, but she doesn't have the power to get the New York Times involved. That's where it became clear she wasn't alone. The real mastermind? Ryan Reynolds himself. According to insiders, Ryan wasn't just being supportive, he was pulling all the strings, orchestrating an entire smear campaign while keeping his name clean. Baldoni's legal team has receipts. Their court documents claim Ryan helped his wife hijack It Ends With Us and got Baldoni blacklisted from his agency. Mr. Nice Guy allegedly threatened WME to drop Baldoni with zero proof of wrongdoing. And his PR team was always ready to mop up his mess so we wouldn't see through his facade.
Tried to get Justin Baldoni dropped from WME multiple times before they did, okay? So all of those articles that came out when Justin got dropped and they were denying that Ryan Reynolds had anything to do with it, those were PR teams that were working overtime behind the scenes, likely their PR team. Leslie Sloan, it's not true. No, it's never. That is a fact.
Candace described Ryan's moves perfectly. Celebrities with squeaky clean images often have the nastiest personalities. Everyone loves Deadpool. But look at the vicious moves he's making against a fellow actor, supposedly defending his wife, though we all know it's probably his own insecurities. Lively's lawsuit accused Baldoni of orchestrating a smear campaign to silence her, but the whole allegation stemmed from bad press during the film's promo. Fans criticized her body language and how she promoted her brand products. TikTokers felt her energy seemed forced. But what did Reynolds do?
Give me your phone. I'm gonna draft a statement that Justin Baldoni and Wayfarer have to read. because the public noticed that her press appearances were weird. They found her to not be deep at all. They didn't like that she was promoting her hair products, didn't like that she was not taking the theme of domestic violence seriously. And then they found these old videos of her.
Isn't it wild that Ryan's solution was to strong-arm Baldoni and Wayfarer to release a statement taking responsibility for something they didn't do? Why couldn't Blake just apologize herself? You've got to wonder what's real in Hollywood with so many forces controlling narratives behind the scenes. Baldoni refused to read Ryan's bogus statement. He wouldn't lie to save someone else's reputation. And for his disobedience, he got hit with a smear campaign lawsuit. The power of a PR machine is incredible. Plant a few articles in reputable publications, grease some hands, leak strategic info, and we think exactly what they want. Baldoni's lawyers accused Ryan of using his Hollywood connections to push Blake's narrative and weaponizing Marvel to turn Baldoni into a punchline.
What Ryan Reynolds, has seemingly done, right, is used his power and influence to not only help Blake Lively take over this movie, but, he's used it, on Deadpool and to make fun of Justin Baldoni.
Marvel was not happy. They've worked hard to avoid PR disasters. And now one of their biggest stars is airing personal drama in the most petty way. Blake publicly admitted Ryan wrote her film changes, proof he was central to this scandal from the start. Marvel couldn't be happy with their star getting involved in avoidable drama, but when they realized he used their movie to attack Baldoni on the big screen, they lost it. That's where Deadpool 3 comes in. Ryan didn't just want to attack Baldoni in court, he wanted to humiliate him in 2024's biggest blockbuster. Once you see it, it's undeniable. It all comes down to two specific characters. Nice Pool, a Deadpool variant played by Reynolds himself. Look closely at his signature man bun, strikingly similar to Baldoni's famous look from his TED Talk days. Ryan portrayed Nice Pool as an over-the-top, self-righteous feminist, constantly reminding everyone of his moral superiority. An obvious jab at Baldoni's public persona. The Lady Pool dialogue referenced Blake's lawsuit claimed that Baldoni body-shamed her by asking their trainer about her weight.
Where's your mask? Come on, guys. Oh, this guy. We're looking for a group of survivors.
There's even a scene where someone yells, "Where in God's name is the intimacy coordinator?" Clearly referencing Blake's accusations. Then there's Dog Pool, a literal lapdog that Baldoni's team says was Ryan's way of portraying Baldoni as a Hollywood pushover hiding behind a nice guy persona. The message is so obvious.
And I guess you've already met Mary Poppins, aka Dog Pool. Careful where you put your hand. She's 90% G-spot and she'll let you know it. You let this little flirt out of your sight for 1 second and she starts shopping for a new papa. If you can't be a responsible pet owner, then maybe you don't deserve this little unicorn. Guilty on all charges, Your Honor.
If you can't be a responsible pet owner, then maybe you don't deserve this little unicorn. Guilty on all charges, Your Honor. The message: Baldoni is all bark, no bite. The shopping for a new papa line seems like shade at Blake. Weird since he's been fighting her battles. Many interpret those gold-plated guns as representing Baldoni's movie. Reynolds asks for them nicely before things turn violent, just like what happened to Baldoni's career after refusing to cooperate. Brian Friedman, Baldoni's lawyer, took immediate action. He sent a formal legal letter to Disney CEO Bob Iger and Marvel's Kevin Feige demanding they preserve all documents related to Nice Pool. His argument? Ryan used his power to deliberately ridicule Baldoni globally. Reynolds was executive producer and writer on Deadpool 3. He knew what he was doing. He probably thought it would be a funny meme, not realizing the script would flip on him. For the nicest guy in Hollywood, orchestrating a 163-page lawsuit with bizarre claims and no evidence is pretty dark. Friedman claims Ryan wasn't just mocking Baldoni, he was undermining Blake's entire case by turning it into entertainment. The feminist jokes, pregnancy comments, intimacy coordinator references, this wasn't coincidence, but a targeted humiliation campaign disguised as Marvel comedy. Blake has her own history of pettiness. During the film's press tour, she clashed with host Kirsty, who had a known history of fertility struggles. Blake, 8 months pregnant, got upset when Kirsty lightly congratulated her. Fans Fans couldn't understand why she was so upset about clothing questions, especially when she bragged about her wardrobe in other interviews. The dragging was non-stop. Fans saw her as a bully. Blake blamed it all on Baldoni, claiming he set her up. She suggested he influenced Kirsty to post their interview online. Kirsty quickly denied this, saying she posted it after watching the movie because it triggered memories of Blake's treatment. According to Friedman, many crew members have anonymously shared negative experiences with Blake. That's why Marvel had to step in. Initially, Marvel brushed it off. Deadpool's always been edgy. But when Baldoni's team hinted at lawsuits, things changed. Marvel hates negative PR and legal troubles. Internal executives were unhappy with how deep Ryan's personal agenda went. Deadpool pushes boundaries, but using a Marvel film for personal vendettas is different. They reportedly cut even harsher Baldoni jokes from the final edit and tried to distance themselves from Ryan's creative decisions. But it was too late. Fans have been calling them out since the Nicepool-Baldoni connection went viral. The pressure keeps mounting. Has Ryan become too much of a liability for Marvel? Just when you thought it couldn't get pettier, Ryan took things beyond Deadpool into the actual It Ends With Us promotional tour. He mocked Baldoni in a promo skit for the very film at the center of controversy. The skit featured Ryan's mom in a movie about domestic violence. Bizarre, right? The whole thing doesn't even relate to the film's theme. It's supposedly funny, but is it really? Why is Ryan putting so much energy into promoting a movie he has no stake in? Who gave him this power? Friedman was done playing nice at this point. He called out Ryan's hypocrisy for turning a serious lawsuit into a joke. Justin took all the abuse like a champ, staying quiet to ensure the film's success despite risking his Hollywood career. He was even shut out from the final cut of his own movie. Ryan was allegedly present in key legal meetings and used his Hollywood connections to control the narrative. Baldoni's lucky to have receipts and lawyers like Friedman. Without them, he'd have been crushed by the Hollywood machine. Marvel hates bad press, and now Ryan's not just dragging them into a lawsuit, but causing waves in another studio's promotion. If Ryan were still safe at Marvel, wouldn't they publicly defend him? Their silence speaks volumes. Serious damage has been done to Ryan's nice guy reputation. Recovering seems nearly impossible unless they can somehow flip the script on Baldoni. But do they have enough ammunition left?